Hi there, I'm Beth Green, otherwise known as Granny Rocks, and tonight I am going to be talking about should you ask for your needs when they seem to conflict with someone else's? Are you a pig? Should you even bring it up? This is an important question, isn't it? So please join me. But before we get into the topic, I'm going to introduce you to Sweet Baby Jean. Hi, Todd. Todd said hi, Granny and James, and Luann gave us a wave, and we're going to wave back.
Yes.
So before I get into the topic itself, here's Sweet Baby James, who's going to introduce our show.
So welcome to GROW, which stands for Granny Rocks Our World, where she shares her wit, wisdom, and uncommon sense. And we come back here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 Pacific time, 6:30 p.m. that is. And so without further ado, here's Granny.
Well, I'd like to say hello to the people who have said hello to us since the last time I said hello to the people who said hello to us. So this is hello, Elizabeth, who said hi, Granny, and Granny Beth, and SBJ. And we got a thumbs up already from Kim.
Yay,
Kim, maybe you should hang up now because you already like it and you just never know. Okay.
No, hang in there.
Hang in there.
Keep liking it.
Kidding. So the question that I'm raising is, should you ask for your needs when they seem to conflict with someone else's? Well, this came up between us today.
Mm-hmm.
We are the microcosm of the macrocosm. Amy says, hi, Granny and SBJ. I always love seeing you guys. Well, we love seeing you too. Definitely. And so there was something that, okay, Erica said, hola, back. Okay, so, Sweet Baby James was like absolutely dead set that it had to be this way, and I knew that was going to make me dead. So he was dead set, I was dead. What can I say?
But I'd be set.
He was really set. And I was beset and besieged and bewildered, and I kept making it very obvious that whatever he wanted, it wasn't going to work for me. And see, I have really terrible health problems and all that. And so, but he was like really rigid, and it just seemed like the melodrama, right, was going to go on. Well, this is very instructive, because the truth is that most of the time, I'm not going to say all the time, because how do I know all the time about anything? Hello, REA. He said, hi, Granny and Sweet Baby James. Hello, REA. So, most of the time, in my experience, all of the time, but I don't want to say it that way, one person is lying.
Mm-hmm.
So, do they really conflict, or is one or both are lying about what their needs are? Ooh. See, sometimes we have an agenda which is completely obscured by reality, right? At least it is obscured to you. You think that nobody sees it, but if you have, X-ray vision like some of us do,
like you.
Like me. I can see through that. I already know that you're fighting for something that you don't really need, and you have an agenda. Okay, now, what about you?
The ego. Ego's got to prove something, right?
It does. So what about you? Maybe you don't have X-ray vision. I really wish you would come to my Train Your Intuition with a Master series that starts April 20th. It's not too late. Go to the Facebook events. Take a look about the whole thing, and you can still register. It's going to be a great group.
If your life isn't guided by intuition, you are going through life rudderless.
Oh, there it is. Some people are missing a bladder. Some people are missing a rudder. Anyway, I think I'd rather miss a rudder than
Sounds
a bladder.
like a rudder disaster.
Anyway, moving right along. Oh, hello, Debbie from Ohio. Love to watch you both. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie.
So, anyway, you may not have that kind of developed intuition, but you can suspect. You can look at each other and say, which one of us is not being completely forthcoming about this, right?
Mm.
And maybe it's both of us. But see, I felt clutched, like, oh, I can't say this because, the poor guy, I mean, he really, really, should I tell them what it's about?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so so I'm going to be starting next Wednesday to play. You see, I'm dressed again. Isn't this getting ridiculous? Monday and Wednesday, I had to get dressed. Well, the reason is that I'm going to work at a hospital as a volunteer. There's a bunch of pianists and harpists and so on who play in the lobby to help support the patients and the people who work there. And so I've been accepted into that program. It's called Sounds for Healing, and I'm going to be playing the acoustic piano. Well, they insist that I get dressed. I mean, what's wrong with these people? They won't let me come in my normal robe. So I said to
So
the woman,
whose needs are more right here?
Really,
Theirs
well,
or yours?
If it's really that important. So I decided to try. If I can't manage, that means I'm out of the program. But anyway, the thing is, I said to her, can't I come in a robe? And she said, no, but you can come like this. And I was dressed sort of like this. And I said, like she was acting like that isn't dressed. Right, because she thought I meant like in heels and I don't know.
For you, that was very dressed.
Wasn't that funny? And I said, "This is dressed," and she said, "Oh, okay. Helen and Richard are here. Welcome to Helen and Richard." So anyway, so that's why I'm dressed today. So we were coming back from town from yet another ordeal I have to go through in order to volunteer in this program, which I'm really excited about. Actually, it's a wonderful opportunity to connect to people and to bring the vibrational energies of music to people who are suffering in a lobby of a hospital or going up and down the stairs. I mean, there's a lot of suffering in hospitals, physical, emotional, spiritual, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right. And I said, Sweet Baby James. So Sweet Baby James wants to get all the grocery shopping done at the same time. So he wants to drop me off and leave, and then in 30 minutes he's going to do everything and come back, and I'm supposed to pick up.
Well, you have an hour gig, 1 hour gig.
And 1 hour gig, but he's got to. I've got to get the mats on the seat and the thing up and this, and I can't do anything. And then I can't do it afterwards because I run out of steam. I'm chronically ill.
You do.
And he knows that, so I kept saying, I don't think I can do that. It was like I'm already falling asleep. I'm having a real day. It's going to be every Wednesday, right? For our growth, by the way, our growth is tonight, 6:30. You can still register.
7 o'clock.
Oh, forget about 6:30. Come at 7. So anyway.
6:30 is already gone.
So anyway, I knew in my heart. See, first I had to go through this whole thing. Am I being a selfish pig? Poor guy, he has to drive it's an hour to get to town.
It's a 100-mile round trip.
It is, but we have a self-driving car. But don't tell anybody that. So it is 100 miles round trip. But I can't do it. So, I kept saying, I think it's going to be a little difficult. It's going to be this many hours. I'm going to be playing this piano that has I can't do it. He knows I can barely get out of bed. So,
and you can only usually function for one thing on a trip.
That's right.
And this is one big thing.
This is
a
one
whole
big
hour.
Thing. Right. So, I mean, So I'm feeling, he's trying to make me feel guilty, really. So this is why I'm saying where they seem to conflict with somebody else. But in my heart, I knew that it was bogus. So I said to him, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't do it. I really can't do this. And it took a lot for me.
Called my bluff.
I did. I called his bluff. So, I was feeling like, whoa, I was going to try to sacrifice it. And I thought, I can't do this. Is not a choice. This is not, I can't. So I said, okay, it's like it's your choice. All these people don't get to hear this divine, inspirational, soothing, healing music because you don't want to go back into town in a self-driving car one more time that week. Ooh, I'm really putting the guilt on, right? And then when I did that, he said, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, the only thing we can do for me is I go there, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to play, and they're going to take me home to the hospital at home, right? So that's what made me think of this. But see, I want you to think about some situation where you may be withholding, because I couldn't bring myself to say to him, and this is the self-disclosure part here, I just can't do this. Hello, Randy. She says, hi, you too. Nice to see you. You're awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you. Great to see you too. Love it. So anyway, it was a struggle for me to actually say to him, then I won't do it. Because I didn't really know what he was going to say or do. And he was really making it look like, I was being a pig. But he knew it wasn't true. So I was lucky. I had a guy who finally was willing to admit that he was wrong. Some
Right.
of you may be working with people.
And the right thing to do was to show up with you every Wednesday.
Yeah.
And anything else that I need to do regarding groceries, maybe I could space it out, put stuff in the freezer, go once every week and a half instead of.
Yeah, I
once
mean, it was
every week.
ludicrous. He said, oh, yeah, you can pick up the mats and you can pick up the display and you can pick up the lid of the piano and you can, I can't do anything. So I'm going to do all this. Okay. So anyway, I would like you to be thinking right now about a situation where you're clutching. I bet there's something in your life, if you look deep enough into your own heart, someplace where you're afraid that you are going to, because I didn't want to lose this gig. This is really important to me to play in public and to, this is really important.
And it's important for the people because when you audition for this, the person who was auditioning you had a healing effect. Her sciatica diminished from her listening to you play.
Right. So I had to be willing to lose the thing that I really wanted to call his bluff. But I also had to be willing to make him angry and let him think I'm a piglet. Right? I'm the pig because I need special treatment. Well, that's a fact. There's facts and then there's pigs. So
you're a special needs person.
I'm a special needs person. There you go. It's like saying to the person who only uses Braille, well, can't you get by running your hands over the type? Can't you feel the bump in the paper? You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? So I want you to think right now about something that you may be afraid to say to your spouse, your mate, your friend, your child,
boss.
your mother, your boss, or something, where you have a real, genuine need. And you're being made to feel that it's like you need a living wage. And your boss says, oh, no, I need my profit margin. Well, that doesn't make it any right?
Yeah,
Right?
that's a good one.
It is, for a bad one. You still need a living wage. And you may still need to sit down. And you may still need to rest. And you may need fresh air. There's a lot of things you may need. So after the show, I want you to think, write down all the things that you need that you're afraid to ask for from someone that you're close to in one way or another, because you don't want their reaction or because you don't want to look like a pig. But if you're really genuine, try it out. Speak up. See what happens. What's the worst that'll happen? They'll say no, and then you'll know to keep working on it. Keep talking about it, because it took us quite a while, right? Keep talking about it, and if you really can't resolve it, maybe you guys are not meant to be together. Maybe you're at the wrong job, or with the wrong mate, or you have the wrong children.
Or you have the wrong parents.
Or the wrong parents, exactly. What can I say?
It's a little hard to fire them.
Sometimes, but sometimes you do fire your parents.
That's true.
And sometimes the parents fire you. So there you go. Well, oh my God, the time has flown. So I want to tell you about one more thing. Not only are we doing growth tonight at 7:00, and you can still register if you go to the events on Facebook. All of our events are on Facebook. Hello, Irene. I'm sorry that you joined us so late, but you can always watch the rerun, right?
Right.
Either on Facebook immediately, and then later on
YouTube.
So I want to tell you about something really exciting. My new website, bethgreen.org. See, easy, right? Beth Green, Green, as in color of forest. So bethgreen.org is up, functioning. It's got a few things that are missing that are still under construction, but it's mostly there. And my music is there, and my counseling is there. This, it still has to be expanded. And I have also got something called Your Personal Song. And you can find Your Personal Song right up at yourpersonalsong.org. And if you go to yourpersonalsong.org, it will take you to the Your Personal Song section of the bethgreen.org website. And you can find out how you can get from me a personal song that I designed specifically for you, that reflects you from the inside. And it's really, really exciting. So please go to yourpersonalsong.org, and then you'll be on the Beth Green website, and you can flip around, and don't be shocked if there are some pages that are not filled out yet. So I've had enough news. So there's something else in the field. Just a minute, I can't hang up. Someone has a question for me. I know it takes time to get it on the chat feature. Supposing the other person denies that it's true that they are off, and they kept insisting that this is their need. Well, maybe you're the one who's pretending you have the need that you really don't have. See, when I said it's maybe one of you or maybe both of you. So you both may be not telling the truth. See, you have to look at what's underneath this. It could be just a power struggle. Thank you for the question, by the way. Nobody wrote it, but I heard it intuitively because that's who I am. So yeah, very good question. I should have covered that. So thank you for reminding me of what I didn't say. Yeah, sometimes you're making it up. No, I just have to have this. I
have to have that electric train set.
I do. So and I had to ask myself, was I being a prima donna? Was I trying to make Sweet Baby James overextend himself to prove that he loves me or that he supports me? And I had to go through all of that. So, or you could both be lying, and it could all be about a power struggle. So keep your eyes open for the hidden power struggle beneath these things. And let me know how it goes. Come back on Friday, and we'll see how it went. And you can always give us a comment on Friday. Tell us like, oh, I figured it out, or oh no, we got divorced thanks to you. So I hope that this grow was fun and enlightening, and sort of challenge you to think about these things in this way and maybe a new way. And please like the show. Please share the show.
Yes.
Please comment afterwards. I will always go back and answer you afterwards. And please try out growth. First, growth is always free. So if you can't make it today, you can always plan for it for next week. Okay, so until Friday.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
Love you.